I am Chris Gaylor.
And I'm Amber Jean Cosplay, and today we are watching with you guys
Better Call Saul, season
episode
1.
6.
Yes.
5-0.
Yes, 5-0. I've heard that before. What does it mean? Anyway, last episode we learned more about Chuck's condition. It's psychological. He's not physically ill, even though he believes it strongly. The doctor proved it. She kind of started a machine without him seeing it, and he was perfectly fine. Saul knows too, it's just that he likes to keep his brother with him, keeps him around, and give him the... not the acknowledgement, but you let him live his illness the way he wants it.
Maybe proves that he can take care of him.
Yeah, there's a fact also that to commit him is kind of betraying him. So he's not doing that. He's scaring the other guy from the firm with the idea of sending his brother away and cashing him out, but still. He started specializing in elderly law.
True.
Making his new publicity on the bottom of the Jello cup.
Yeah.
Gosh, it's crazy. And he's also taking notes from lawyers on TV and stuff, dressing up like them to better present himself. That's cool. Now we seem to be following Mike around a little bit.
A bit, yeah.
There's something going on with the family, and the police showed up at his door, so...
Pretty sure because he's, just in front of his own daughter's house.
I think they might have a restraining order or something, so... I want to learn more about that. I want to learn more about Mike, so I'm all for it. Are you?
I'm ready.
So let's jump into 5-0, see what happens.
Alright.
Let's go.
If we are following Mike's story from a 3 episode, do you think that we're gonna see flashback of what he used to be as a cop?
Maybe. This looks like a flashback. Got shot? He had a bandage on the thumbnail, so I'm guessing he got shot.
Looks like it, yeah.
Mike? Hey.
It's the mom, right?
Thanks for calling.
Oh, yeah, of course.
So maybe it's his son, not his daughter.
I'm just parked across the street.
Trying to call him daddy.
Okay,
No?
I was just gonna... How you doing?
I'm okay, Adjusting.
You think
And Kaylee?
her husband's dead? Or he
Just
left?
settling in.
One or the other, yeah.
I know I just need to move on from this, but I keep thinking about something.
About what?
How before Maddie died, for a few weeks there, he was different. Well, I started to think I don't know, I didn't know what to think. But then 3 days or 4, I don't remember, but before he died, there was this phone call. He gets intense. He'd be screaming if he wasn't whispering, And there was something in his voice. It was how he was talking. It makes me think it was you.
Stace, I don't think it was.
I guess that's that.
That's not that. Come on, this is Breaking Bad. That's not that.
Better Call Saul.
Kaylee or dinner.
I gotta say, I expected more cooperation from you on this, cop to cop.
Lawyer.
Lawyer.
He's got Saul's card.
True.
What lawyer?
Oh my god!
And that's the beginning of some kind of friendship.
I think he recognized that he had an eye for the details, and he's not as dumb as he sounds.
Those 2 cops out there are from Philadelphia. They've come a long way to see me. When they come in here, we're all gonna have a little chat, and when it's over, the young one, who's been writing in his little notebook, he's gonna take it and put it in his jacket, and when he does that, I want you to take that coffee and spill it on him. Little accident, that's all.
And why, pray tell, would I do that?
Because I'm asking you to. It's the only reason you're here.
Are you nuts? You can't be serious.
Hey, I hate to remind you of this, but you owe me one. The assist I gave you with the missing persons problem, one good turn and so forth.
If you want a good turn, here's your good turn, okay? I'm gonna behave like an honest-to-God, law-abiding, licensed attorney.
He promised his brother that it was over with this scam.
Assume I know absolutely nothing about my client here, all right? Start at the beginning.
Mr. Ermintrout had a son, Matt. He too was with Philly PD. He was a rookie officer with about 2 years on the job.
He was a good cop.
Yes, he was. About 9 months ago, he responded to a shots fired call in some West Side rat trap. The three of them were ambushed, and Matt didn't make it out. Anyways,
So no
kept beating the
suicide,
bushes,
but-
kept coming up dry until 3 months ago. That's when Hoffman and Fensky both turned up dead in a vacant lot out in Nicetown.
You think he went
This
and
means we wouldn't be out
Of
here.
course he went.
Now, is anything you can tell us about? I don't know much about Hoffman and Fensky. They were Matt's people. I'd see them around sometimes. I saw them in a bar the night they died. It was McClure's, maybe the Red Dog, probably McClure's. I'm sorry you guys took a flyer on me. I wish it had paid off.
That it? Are we done here? We're done here, yeah.
For another couple of days.
Ah, he's gonna do
Just
it.
take this up to that.
it's about his son, it's family stuff. His art is
Oh, hey. Oh, shit. Jeez, sorry.
I can get loose.
he's taking it. You see?
Yeah, so.
He's got it right there. Holy shit. I think something happened with the partners, and the partners might have turned on his son or something. Mike got revenge for his son or something. There's something happening. Something.
You call the cops.
Well, I told them I heard about Hoffman and Fensky.
And what?
You don't think it's strange? First Matt, then not 6 months later, his partner and his sergeant? Yeah, I called them. I told them...
You tell him Matt was dirty? Is that what you told him? How could you possibly think that? That's your husband, the father of your child.
I didn't say that. I told them I found money. What was that phone call? Before he died. Don't bullshit me.
That was between me and my son.
So he did call him.
So you're admitting it was you?
He wasn't dirty. God damn you. You get that through your head. My son wasn't dirty.
Oh. I'm not gonna understand why he's so a bit cold everyday life. But
I think we've never seen Mike this emotional over something. Angry, yeah, like that.
oh, now I understand why he was so liking GC.
Like his son. His son was a son, maybe.
Yeah. Oh.
Something obviously is going on. For him to say his son was not dirty, maybe he was the one doing shitty stuff. I'll never not get impressed by this dude. Oh my gosh.
Oh. Way to go, champ. Now we know how to steal a car.
The two cops.
I know it was you.
I think it was them because the way they reacted, they're not denying anything, they're just tense, so...
Mikey! You wanna ride?
I think he stole something from the car.
Over here.
Well, we have opened the door then.
For a sec, I thought he might have taken the bullets from their guns and stuff if they left the guns in the car. But then he got shot.
out here. Come on.
Walk.
Come on, don't be an ass. Come on, get the car ready. It's cold out here. Come on, Mike. Come on. Easy.
We're gonna have you home in no time. What are you doing?
I think he's pretending.
Yeah, that's mine.
Lena, We don't want you to shoot your foot off now, do we?
Oh, shut up. But then my question is, how is he gonna end up on top here?
It's Mike.
It's Mike.
You don't defy
Yep,
God.
he was pretending. Oh, that's what he did. He hit a gun.
Come on. There you go.
He's a genius.
It's Mike.
He's drinking himself to death. We're doing him a favor.
Smart. That's what I would have done if I were you.
Never underestimate Mike. He never put a bullet in it. Oh.
The sign got stopped.
He was expecting it. He planned all of this. Holy shit, he's good. I mean, they killed his son, and still he kills them fast. He's not, keeping this going. I appreciate that from him. He's angry.
It was never the type of guy to prolong someone's death.
Yeah.
From what we've seen at the beginning.
It's obvious. It's justice/revenge. But it's not sadistic or anything. But then what kind of business was going on with his son, though? What's about the money?
I don't
You
know.
let some things slide, you look the other way. You bust a drug dealer that has more cash than you'll ever earn in a lifetime. Some of it doesn't make it back into evidence. So what? Matt wasn't dirty. I was. Everyone was in that precinct. That's how it worked. You turn in your buddy, you're screwing yourself. Fensky got to Hoffman early. Kickbacks from some gang or another. Protection, basically. And Hoffman went to Maddie, offered to cut him in, only fair right, they were partners. And Matt did what you would think. He agonized. And then he came to me. You know what a cop fears most? Prison. Getting locked up with everybody you put away.
Oh, yeah.
You threaten a cop with that, you make him dangerous. And that's what I told him. I talked sense. But he wouldn't listen. My boy was stubborn. And that's what you heard that night. Me talking him down, him kicking and screaming until the fight went out of him. He put me up on a pedestal. And I had to show him that I was down in the gutter with the rest of them. I broke my boy. He went to Hoffman, he took the money, but he hesitated. Even looking like you're doing the right thing to those two meant that he wasn't solid, that he couldn't be trusted. I got Maddie to take the money. And they killed him 2 days later. He would never done it, not even to save himself. I was the only one. I was the only one that could get him to debase himself like that. And it was for nothing. I made him lesser. I made him like me.
If they killed Maddie, who killed them?
Who do you think?
You know what happened. The question is,
Are you gonna tell anything?
can you live with it?
Oh my god.
What did you insert to death? Huh?
I'm guessing she will, because he still takes care of his granddaughter in the future. And she did say earlier in the episode that it doesn't matter if my husband was dirty or doing shady stuff, I'm still gonna love him and stuff. And he's basically telling her that he avenged his son, her husband. So, yeah, she's not saying anything. She's gonna let that slide.
Oh, I loved Mike in Breaking Bad. And I love him more after seeing this episode.
Oh, he got emotional. Dude, we never saw him like that. Even when he was dying. And that, I mean, this scene changes completely if you think about his past and what he's been through. Like, when he was dying, he was probably thinking he was going to go where he belonged and stuff. I think he finds himself really responsible for what happened.
Responsible.
So,
because of him, his son died for nothing.
So I'm guessing that when he died, I was almost about to say maybe he thought he was going to finally be able to see his son again. But then a guy like Mike, maybe he thinks he's never going to be allowed to go where his son ended up. Because his son was, just like his son put him on a pedestal, I think he kind of put his son on a pedestal too. The way he said it, I was thinking the same exact thing. I was like, holy shit. He kind of forced him to go back on his word and become a guy like all these crooked police officers, and in the end nothing changed. Like, he still died. So he destroyed what vision he had of his dad, and then he destroyed the vision he had of himself, and he still ended up dead. So no freaking wonder that he's thinking that now. Weirdly enough, though, I think he kind of adopted after that his son's way of life. Like, now, I mean, he still does crooked things, but he has a code he follows, rules he never go back on. He's decided that this is how he does things, and he never, changes that way. He follows the rules, and that's it. When he was with Gus, he's like not asking questions. He's saying, when they killed his ex-partner and Walt was trying to manipulate him into turning on Gus, he's like, you know what? No. This is how business works. This is my job. I keep it to that. He doesn't want to get involved emotionally because he doesn't want to feel that again. He doesn't want any problems. He just wants to follow the rules, because the only time he didn't, like, not the only time, but back when he did it, it ended in a tragedy. Such a tragedy. I mean,
yeah, but could though that he got involved emotionally with Jesse by the end of Breaking Bad.
Yeah, I mean,
because
yeah,
I'm pretty sure that he ended up, after torturing him to become responsible and stuff, it's like
he kind of saw his son in him a little bit, like
yeah.
his son. Now that we know, like, I don't know why.
Just like his son used to be a cop as his father, Jesse is doing the same job that Mike is doing, just like a son, technically.
I don't know why I immediately went to the conclusion in Breaking Bad, and even a little bit here, that the woman was his daughter. So we had we didn't know he had a son, but if we had known, that would have changed, like, the relationship between the two. That would have made much more sense. But now that we know, we can say, like, holy shit, yes, we can see signs of this.
And his son died. Oh.
And he was giving Jesse advice, just like he probably gave his son advice.
It's just like with Walter. Jesse was the son that Walt never had, technically. But not, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
And with Mike, Jesse was the son that he lost.
It's really sad. For a guy that never really puts emotions in this, we never really see him show emotions unless he's with his granddaughter. So to see him break down like that and learn about his past and learn that he got so sad and destroyed that he almost drank himself to death, and he was a lost cause, and that he murdered people out of not because it was the job, really because that he wanted to do it for revenge. Although, like I said, I do appreciate that he didn't drag it out. Like, it's even when he's doing this for revenge, he doesn't really put his emotion. He doesn't let his emotions dictate what he does.
Yeah.
Which is really cool. It's really Mike, actually. So he does the job. If he decides the job is about revenge, all right, but he's gonna do the job. So he's the guy for sure. But to see him cry like this in the end and just get so involved, it's such a side of him that we've never seen before.
Oh, and he's so good at judging people based on their character.
Oh yeah, calling for Saul like that. My God. I like that they work together, actually. I really enjoy it because, I mean, the trust is not there, but I think he recognized that Saul is capable of, not necessarily knowing what's right or not, but at least he has this part that makes him just, I don't know, good in his cases. He knows that something's wrong when something's wrong. So I think he pieced together that Saul was the type of guy that would probably do this because he would feel like Mike was in the right here, or he would just go, I don't know, like maybe it was just about the fact that Saul owed him one, like he did something for Saul, so he kind of he had to give him one there, maybe that's that. Although, I mean, not every lawyer would have done that. So maybe he's just the right amount of crooked
or maybe
to do
Mike
it.
Learn about Jim McGill and his situation with his brother.
I don't think, no.
No, but
I don't think he would have gone that
Mike.
far. Yeah, but why would he search into this guy's history yet, Maybe later, but right now I don't think he would have looked into this. But like you said, he's a good judge of character, so it might not take much. Although, it could have been just because he did something for him, so he was expecting something from Saul.
He probably saw the advertisement with the board on the highway and said, this guy is a crooked.
Oh, then maybe
I'm gonna
there's that
use
as
it.
well. Like maybe he saw that he was just the right amount of crooked to do something for him if he asked. So
Maybe.
because, like I said, not every lawyer would have done that, especially since it's like stealing not evidence, but it's stealing information from the cops. Like he did that in order to know what they knew and if he was a suspect or if they had any lead to what actually happened. So.
Yeah.
Gotta keep his tracks. I mean, gotta stay hidden and stuff. You can't really let them know that he did it. He did it because it's still manslaughter, but... Oh, I'm loving this. I love that they take the time to show us a little bit about Mike. I want to see more of him. Like, I want to see what's in store for him in the future. But it's nice because now we're kind of establishing these two characters, and then we know that eventually Gus is gonna get in the picture.
True.
And I want to see
You
how...
think we're gonna see more of Gus's past?
I don't know. I would love that as well. If we get Mike's, maybe we'll get Gus.
Maybe.
He's on the thumbnail. So
It's true though that just as Saul knew Mike, he knew a guy who was Gus.
well, Saul, I really never really anything to do with Gus. I think not directly. That's why he was like, I know a guy who knows a guy. So he knew Mike, and Mike knew Gus.
Yeah.
So, and I mean, he went to Saul for help here and there. So they knew they could count on each other when they needed it. But right now I love that we get to see how they met, how they are as individuals, and then if Gus comes in the picture, how they slowly, like we're seeing how Jimmy slowly became Saul Goodman. But I'd like to see Mike go through that process of deciding that he doesn't want to do
Mike to the guy.
well, I mean, right now he's handling tickets at the end, at the exit of a courthouse. I'm sorry, but we're really far away from the security guy that takes care of Gus's business.
True.
Killing the people that try to get in their way and just making sure that the drug business works. I mean, we're far from the tickets here, So...
No, not from far. You gotta stick her. Oh.
I feel like maybe he felt, when we talked about Jesse recently because we watched El Camino, and I'm like, somehow someone who's believed his entire life, for the right amount of time at least, that they were meant to be bad. When someone's a bad guy and they truly believe that's all they are, they're gonna do bad things because they believe that that's all there is for them. I feel like maybe that's what could have happened with Mike. He sees himself as a guy that was crooked just like every other crooked guy out there, and he kind of dirtied his son. He dragged him down with him, and I think he believes he might deserve whatever bullshit happens to him after, and I don't know why he's gonna go work for Gus. Right now, he's not even close to that, so I don't know what's gonna be the motivation behind this. But maybe that's going to help out. His opinion of himself is bad right now. He doesn't see himself as a good guy. So that might push him into doing bad things.
Maybe.
broken characters, man. I love them. I love them.
It is expected.
Well, and the worst is like he's such a good cop. Holy shit! Not a good cop as in he's got good morals and stuff, but he's just very good at what he does. Planning this out, he was angry. They killed his son. He still took the time to plan this, hide a gun in the car because he knew that if he acted the drunk guy, they would probably arrest him, take him, put him in the car, and take his gun. So he hid a gun, thinking about all of that. Holy shit, he's good. And he was angry. He was an alcoholic, and he was grieving, and he still took the time to do all of that. Holy shit. And he still got killed by one fucking bullet through the window by a nervous Walter White. Damn it.
Oh, damn. Alright.
This is good. I'm excited for the future. So far, I love that we're seeing these characters. I want to see more of them. So, we're going to move on. We're moving on. Thank you guys so much for watching this episode. What? Thank you guys so much for watching this episode with us. If you want to see the next one right away, it's already on Patreon. The link is in the description.
So you know what to do, guys. You want to watch it now, you go down there, you click, and you subscribe. Or you wait for the next one to go up on YouTube.
Yeah, either Wednesday or Friday.
Yep, so see you there, guys.
Bye.